place, and it is just a small piece of land, around a quarter an acre. That's where you can keep your bee and harvest your bees. Again, a farmer may ask, now I want to keep the bees, and I don't know this more about the bees. When you see a bees, they look alike. You can't compare this a male bee, this a female bee, this a drone or whatever. And that's why I want to tell you about the types of the bees. Again, we have the three types of the bees. We have the queen bee, we have the worker bee, and then the drone bees. And what's the function of the worker bee? We see that the worker bee, its main function is to collect nectar, make honey, and protect the hive. You see, when you see a bee on a flower and moving around looking for nectar in some flowers, now that is exactly a worker bee. It's simply looking for nectar to go and make honey. Apart from collecting nectar, our worker bee also, it provides the protection to a hive. You see, when you want to take some honey from a hive, those hive bees, they are simply the worker bees. They are doing their work to protect the hive. So don't say that now naumwa tu na nyuki. That's not a nyuki. As a professionalism that you have studied the bees, you must identify that this is a worker bee is doing its work to protect the hive. Also, we have mentioned about it makes the honey. After collecting the nectar, it goes and makes the honey. After making the honey, now it protects the honey that it has made. Again, apart from that, we have another type of the bee. We have the queen bee. The queen bee, mainly it lays eggs. Its purpose is to lay eggs. You see, and they're in different size. You can easily differentiate between the queen bee and the worker bee. The queen bee, it's somehow large in size compared to worker bee because of its work to lay eggs. So it's somehow big in size, and it has a lot of hairy on its abdomen, and it simply lays eggs. So the main work of our queen bee in a hive, it lays eggs. Apart from worker bee and queen bee, we have another type of bee, that is a drone bee. And what's the main purpose of this, or the function of the drone bee? Its function is to mate the queen bee. You see, the main bee, the queen bee cannot lay a fertilized egg before mate the drone bee. So our drone bee, it mates with the queen bee, and it results to queen bee to lay a fertilized egg. Again, apart from the types of the bees, we want to know now a farmer wants to locate an hive or a apiary some place, and there are some factors he or she must consider before constructing a place to put his hives. Number one, you must consider a flowery place. As you know that our bees its main work is to make honey. So you must consider a place where is a flowery place, so that we can put our hives there. And if that place is not flowery, you can plant some flowers around our hives. You can provide some flowers so that they can get that nectar. So fact number one, you must consider as a farmer, as you want to start this our project of honey, of beekeeping, you must consider if that place is flowery or not. And if that place is not flowery, you may consider planting some flowers there. Now, factor number two, you must ensure that there is a sufficient clean water around our hives. Our bees, they use some water to make honey. So at times you may see bees have accumulated at a watery place. Don't be worried, because they're collecting some water so they can go and mix with the nectar so that they can make a honey. Again, another factor you must consider that it can be placed or put away from our livestock. You know, when you construct a beehives around the livestock, and maybe these are bees, they want to go and look for nectar from flowers, they may harm our livestock. And you see the most of the worker bees, they are very harmful. They can destroy our livestock. So you must consider, when I'm constructing my hives or my apiary, I must consider this place is far away from our livestock, so that we cannot face a lot of losses. Again, the place should be away from busy, maybe in transportation or whatever, those noise. Our bees, they don't love to hear some noises. They may bring some disturbance, and our bees may migrate from that prairie to another prairie because of the disturbance of noise. Again, apart from the factors considered when selecting a place to construct our hives, we may look the types of beehives, and before that we may take a short break, then we come back to look these types of beehives.
Be in gi lek mar bedo jafuambo, jalendo e wang' jowi, kata jalony e weche mag mbui? Riwri kod kar tiegruok mar Cityscope mondo iyud lony e chano chenro mag wang' jowi, fuambo kod puodho weche manyien moyiedhi. Yud puonj kowuok kuom jolony magwa mondo ibed gi ng'eyo mang'eny e weche mag fuambo. Ndikri kaka achiel kuom jopuonjre mondo mi ichak wuodhi mar bedo jafuambo. Mondo ing'e mathoth, ywanwa tol kokalo e namba 0726324028 kata tudri kodwa email marwa mycityscopetv@gmail.com kata www.cityscopemediacenter.co.ke. Cityscope Training College. Think, believe, achieve. Be in gi lek mar bedo jafuambo, jalendo e wang' jowi, kata jalony e weche mag mbui? Riwri kod kar tiegruok mar Cityscope mondo iyud lony e chano chenro mag wang' jowi, fuambo kod puodho weche manyien moyiedhi. Yud puonj kowuok kuom jolony magwa mondo ibed gi ng'eyo mang'eny e weche mag fuambo. Ndikri kaka achiel kuom jopuonjre mondo mi ichak wuodhi mar bedo jafuambo. Mondo ing'e mathoth, ywanwa tol kokalo e namba 0726324028 kata tudri kodwa email marwa mycityscopetv@gmail.com kata www.cityscopemediacenter.co.ke. Cityscope Training College. Think, believe, achieve. Be in gi lek mar bedo jafuambo, jalendo e wang' jowi, kata jalony e weche mag mbui? Riwri kod kar tiegruok mar Cityscope mondo iyud lony e chano chenro mag wang' jowi, fuambo kod puodho weche manyien moyiedhi. Yud puonj kowuok kuom jolony magwa mondo ibed gi ng'eyo mang'eny e weche mag fuambo. Ndikri kaka achiel kuom jopuonjre mondo mi ichak wuodhi mar bedo jafuambo. Mondo ing'e mathoth, ywanwa tol kokalo e namba 0726324028 kata tudri kodwa email marwa mycityscopetv@gmail.com kata www.cityscopemediacenter.co.ke. Cityscope Training College. Think, believe, achieve.
Forests are natural habitats for animals and all insects. In Africa, beekeeping has been a problem in most parts where bees are being targeted by predators. In most cases, some farmers get discouraged in beekeeping. This is a result of animal and ants attacks. This is an open space apiary. It looks good, but it faces several challenges that leads to low returns. This episode will teach you how to keep your bees safe from predators and get good results. Join us on our apiary number 50 from Mailitisa, Kajiado County. In this video, we will explain why this apiary does not have the double story like our previous apiaries. As you can see, we have made the outer posts firm to support the roofing. Every apiary we construct must be determined by the report we prepare after the site visit. Site visit will focus on 1. Size of your land, 2. Area covered by forage, 3. Activities in and around your land.
Thank you. Welcome back to our agriculture show. As we promised you that when we come back, we want to talk about now the types of beehives. And in Kenya, we have 3 types of beehives. As we can see, we have the traditional log hive, Kenya top bar hive, Longstone hive, compare the cost and the management. As you compare between the top Kenya beehive and the Longstone hive, the traditional one is somehow cheaper to compare because it is easy to construct, and this is the type of hive that most of the people are using it. You see, it just needs tunasema the mbaos, so that hizo mbao ndio tunatumia construct, and we just put our works there, then that's at the works hapo ndo the asali itakuwa ina stored, and it is very simple to construct. That's why most of the farmers prefer the traditional one compared to the long stripe. Again, and in terms of management, the traditional one is somehow easy to manage compared to the long stripe because you just put our hive on the top of a tree or on the top of a stone, just simple as that, compared to the long stripe where you must fence it, you put some wires around, and so that the bees can have a place. But the traditional one, once you put it on a stone or a tree, that's over. Again, and we have the process of now after having our beehive and our bees are there and they are start producing the honey and whatever, and we want to see how they produce this honey, because you are consuming something that you don't know how it is produced. Your work is just going to buy it from the supermarket and just consume it. You must know how it is produced. Now here we have some steps or the procedures on how our honey is being produced. Number 1, the nectar is converted into honey inside the hive. Now after our worker bees have been collected the nectar from flowers, they came and converted into honey in a hive. After that, the honey is stored in combs and filled with wax. So it is being stored on wax after harvesting our honey. The honey is being stored in the combs and filled with wax. Now we want to see the procedure of now harvesting our honey. You see, it is somehow quite different or difficult to collect or to harvest honey, because we are dealing with the harsh animals. These are not easy to harvest because their nature. Also the worker bee huwezi ingia tu hapo na uchukue asali kiurahisi because ni wakali. The moment you go there, they don't care. Even if you are the owner, you must have the strategies on how to approach them. So it is advisable when you are going to harvest the honey, you must dress well as someone who is going to harvest the honey, because ukienda tu hivyo without any protective clothes, you will face it. So there are some equipment needed while harvesting our honey. Number 1, you must have the bee suit. The bee suit, you can wear the cloth which covers all parts of the body, including the hands, so that when you go there you are safe. Number 2, you have the gloves. You must wear the gloves so that when ukiingiza mkono wako in the hive, hiyo nyuki hawezi kukudhuru. So you must have the gloves. So when you go there, you are safe, you are somehow protected. Again, the smoke. You know, when you go there, most of the people they say that what's the function of the smoke while harvesting the honey? In fact, the smoke is it is the most equipment. We say equipment you can use because it plays a big role while harvesting our honey. Number 1, the smoke makes the bees to be busy and not have that power to harm you. So they keep them busy and dizzy, so they don't have that hiyo nguvu ya kuharm. Number 2 or number 5, you must have the hive tool. The hive tool now contains the hive spoon that you can scoop some honey from the beehive and you put into a container. Again, we have the honey extractor. This helps us to sieve our honey. When you are harvesting, maybe it has some ducts and whatever and many things. So you must have that extractor to sieve our honey. Again, you must have the bucket and storage container. After harvesting our honey, you must have a place to put in a clean bucket so that our honey can be clean. Again, and after harvesting the honey, and you want to again to store another bees in a hive, and maybe a farmer is asking himself or herself, how can I retain my bees in a hive again? Now this is the procedure on how to attract the bees into a new hive again. Number 1, you can select a place that is suitable for the bees. As we are discussing the factors considered when placing the beehive, we talk about the flowers, the clean water, the away from livestock, and a dry place. So you must ensure that the place have those factors. Number 2, use the beeswax or the attractants. You can use the beeswax. The beeswax simply help us while attracting the bees. The moment the bees will see that at this place have some beeswax and hives, they will just come and accumulate themselves in our hives. Again, avoid disturbing the hive. So you should ensure that our hive is quite a good condition, in a quiet place, a very good place, at a suitable where the bees can just come and there is no any rodents and whatever. Again, install hives before the flowering season. So you ensure that the moment you have your bees in the beehive, the flowering period is ongoing. So don't bring our bees in a hive on a place where our flowering have just maua imeshakuwa and whatever. So there is no presence of nectar in that flowers. That will not harvest any honey there. Again, how can a farmer manage the beehive? Because you have your bee and you don't know the procedure or the steps on how you can manage your beehive. Now we say that the traditional one is more suitable. Yes, it is suitable, but it needs some maintenance. You cannot just put a beehive on a stone, then unaiwacha tu hapo, or you put it on a top of a tree, then you leave it just no. It needs some maintenance, and a farmer may be asking, how can I maintain my beehive? Number 1, you should inspect hives regularly. You should ensure that it's clean, it serves some ventilation of air, and where the bees can move in and out. You should just ensure that. Number 2, ensure adequate food during dry seasons. If that place is very dry, you should put there some foods, and mainly we talk about the flowers, so that they can get their nectars. And again, we talked about the cleanness. Make sure that our beehive is very clean, so that our bees cannot stay a place where there is some dirt. They will migrate to another place. Again, protect bees from pests and predators. As you know that bees can be attacked by the predators and pests, so ensure the place is free from those predators and pests. Again, avoid unnecessary disturbance. And when we say necessary disturbance, we talk about the noise, whatever, the noise from vehicle, the noise from environmental noise, physical noise also, they can disturb our bees. So you should ensure that when I put my beehive here, there's no any disturbance, because the moment our bees will have those noise, will migrate from that place and they will go to another place. Again, when we talk about these predators and pests, and a farmer may ask, now I don't know some of the pests and predators that may attack my bees, and I want to tell you some of the pests and predators that might attack our bees while they are in hives. Number one, we have the wax mouth. The wax mouth, it's mainly attack the combs. They have their sharp mouth so that they can collect the honey from the combs. So when the moment they attack the combs and feed on our honey, it will make our bees to lack some foods while they are in hives. Again, we have the ants. The ants, they will attack our beehives. They will destroy it and make our bees homeless. Again, we have the honey badgers. Honey badgers also do the same. They will attack the honeycombs and take our honey from that place. Again, we have the birds. The birds also are the pests. They will come and take our honey and destroy the honeycombs, because now when the bees come, we will not find enough food from the combs. Again, we have the process on how we can prevent or control this our honey pest, or the pest that can attack our bees. Number one, we should ensure that the honey that we are harvest, it is mature. Si unakimbilia that the immature honey unataka uchukue and you process it. It will be somehow difficult, because you should ensure that our honey is imekuwa kabisa, imekuwa nzuri, kwa sababu ukienda huko soko they will require a tasty honey. Again, you should ensure the protective clothing while harvesting. As we have said that during harvesting, you should ensure that you have the good clothing so that you can protect yourself during harvesting. We talked about the use of smoke and to calm the bees. During harvesting, use the smoke to calm the bees. Again, apart from the honey, we have several products that we can harvest from the bees, and these are the royal jelly. Again, we have the pollen. We have the bee venom. Those are some of the products we can harvest from the bees apart from the honey. Again, we have someone once explained the commercial and medical value. As I talked about, there are some communities who value the honey as the medical or the medicine. Example of the more communities I've mentioned, they value the honey. When they take a little honey, they say that hii ni dawa yetu na maumivu mengi itapungua. So you see that this our honey has many impact. It has many functions to other communities. Again, we have the challenges in beekeeping. When you have a project, you must have some challenges and whatever. The something that has advantage, it must have its disadvantages. So one of the challenges that a farmer may encounter during a project of beekeeping is drought. You see, when there is a lot of drought, there's no flowering process, there's no water, so our bees will not be able to make some honey, because honey needs a combination of nectar and water, and when there's drought, there is no water and honey. That's one of the challenges a farmer may encounter. Number two, the theft and vandalism. The theft and vandalism is when you have set your beehive there, and maybe usiku wa manane, some thief may come and take it. They know how to take it. They will use smoke to make the bees calm and take your beehives. That's one of the another challenge the farmers may encounter. Number two, we have the pests and diseases. As we have talked about the pests and diseases, they may affect our bees, or they may take honey, and that may result that our honey may not have some sufficient food. Again, we have the bushfires. You know, mainly our bees, we keep them in bush, and so sometimes farmers may encounter bushfires, and which will affect our bees. Again, we have some of the limited market information. Sometimes you will harvest your honey in large quantity, and you don't have a place to sell, and it may result to our honey may be itaribika hapo, and you may encounter several losses. So it has some disadvantage, as you have heard. And I just advise my farmers, upcoming farmer, beginner, that when we talk about apiculture, it is an interesting field that you can study and put it into practice, and it has a lot of profits. You see, as we talked about this honey has a lot of profits. You can sell it, you can use it. Some community consider it as a medicine. You can sell it. It has a lot of profit. You see, one tin of honey is 750. Maybe you are producing 1,000 tins. You can harvest a lot of money, and you can harvest a lot of money from that project. That project is practiced at Rongo University also. You can go there and check on how they produce honey. Very good in a small scale, and they produce a lot of honey, and they supply in the different companies. And as I conclude, my advice just simple, also to the young people. If you want to start a business, I want to advise you that agribusiness is a mostly preferable business. That it has some losses, but it has less loss compared to other businesses, because also apiculture, it has a lot of profits. I want to advise youths that if you want to consider business, just consider apiculture, and you will harvest a lot from it. Yeah, and we thank you for watching us, our show, Agriculture Show, and you continue watching our programs, also agricultural programs. You will learn a lot from it, and you may put it, if you put it into practice, you will earn a lot. Thank you. My name is Byron.
Be in gi lek mar bedo jafuambo, jalendo e wang' jowi, kata jalony e weche mag mbui? Riwri kod kar tiegruok mar Cityscope mondo iyud lony e chano chenro mag wang' jowi, fuambo kod puodho weche manyien moyiedhi. Yud puonj kowuok kuom jolony magwa mondo ibed gi ng'eyo mang'eny e weche mag fuambo. Ndikri kaka achiel kuom jopuonjre mondo mi ichak wuodhi mar bedo jafuambo. Mondo ing'e mathoth, ywanwa tol kokalo e namba 07